It starts now.
Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 5. I'm Justin Betty. Last month, lawmakers presented a bill that could impact the future of Wisconsin's pulp and paper industry. Today, that bill became another step closer to becoming law with the approval of the Assembly Committee on State Affairs. Newswatch 12's Rachel Eiler has been following this bill's progress on the Assembly floor. She joins us now live in studio with details. Rachel.
Yeah, Justin, they're calling it the mill bill. The Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation would issue a loan to a co-op that would not just possibly save one North Central Wisconsin paper mill, but two.
So to have what we have always called the crown jewel of paper making here in Wisconsin Rapids go idle really shook the entire industry.
Shut down, sitting idle. That's the new reality for multiple paper mills. The Verso paper mill has been closed for almost a year, but that could change within the next 30 days. In an 8-4 vote, the Assembly Committee on State Affairs passed the bill that would loan up to $50 million to a cooperative to buy the Wisconsin Rapids paper mill. Writer of the bill, Representative Scott Krug, says it's a straightforward case.
The whole genesis of this bill is to give producers, loggers, timber professionals just access to the market, to have a place to cut the trees and bring them to.
In addition to the mill bill potentially reopening the Wisconsin Rapids mill, the committee also passed an amendment that would include the recently closed Park Falls mill in the purchase. Just last week, Governor Evers told reporters without mentioning the bill that he would support a co-op initiative.
We're encouraging innovation as much as possible in this industry. We want to make sure that A, those workers are taken care of, but B, we are encouraging that that innovation that is going to be needed to find new markets and new uses for our timber products.
However, representatives say it's still not a done deal.
I'm not pessimistic about this bill and the governor's decision, but there still needs to be a lot of people reaching out to the governor's office saying, hey, we got to get this done. Just because he's indicated some support doesn't mean it's over yet.
And this bill is moving pretty quickly. Representative Krug looks to have the bill on Evers' desk by the end of the month. But Justin, this process does have to move pretty quick because the cooperative group, if loaned the money, only has about 2 years to pay it back. So they need to get in and start production as soon as possible.
All right, thank you, Rachel. Outside, Andrew, another scorcher of a day.
That's right, Justin. We had record-breaking heat today. I'll explain that in your full forecast. And this afternoon, we do have thunderstorms on the way. So looking at that time-lapse over Rhinelander now, we did see that sun this afternoon. But for the last couple of hours, if you haven't noticed, it's been getting a little bit darker out there. So lightning has been being reported around the area, and we are going to be having rain showers as well. Rain will be heavy in these thunderstorms for the next couple of hours as these work through the region. I think most of these will be affecting the North Woods, less so in southern Wisconsin to central Wisconsin. Current temperatures in the 90s still, so pretty warm yet. We are going to be cooling on off to the 60s overnight tonight, looking hour by hour at the next several hours. Lows in the mid 60s overnight, well above that average low of 49 for this time of year. Justin?
All right, thanks, Andrew. A Three Lakes garage burst into flames this afternoon. Neighbor says he heard multiple explosions around 12:30, which caused him to notice this fire. This garage is off of Minnewanka Road. It appears the home next to the garage was unoccupied. The National Cancer Institute says they've noticed an alarming trend here in Wisconsin over the last couple decades. The rate of skin cancer has nearly doubled. Dermatologist Dr. Robert Aylesworth says sunlight is key to our health and well-being, but if you're not careful, you could end up worse than if you stayed cooped up inside.
The radiation from the sun can damage our skin. It can cause our skin to burn, and it can change the DNA in our skin cells so that later on in life that can produce aging changes and cancer.
Dr. Aylesworth says wearing protective clothing, applying sunscreen regularly are two simple ways to keep your skin healthy all summer long. He says make sure your sunscreen is full spectrum, UVA and B. And experts say don't sweat, the SPF numbers too much.
SPF 30 to an SPF 50, you're only gaining about 1% of protection. Again, when you go up to 100, you're only gaining another % of protection.
He says to reapply, though, at least once every 2 hours. That's important. You can also check the day's UV index rated 1 to 10 to see how severe the sunshine will be on any given day. We'll have more tips to stay safe in the sun coming up on Newswatch 12 at 6. A former Grafton, Wisconsin pharmacist who pleaded guilty to trying to spoil dozens of vials of COVID-19 vaccine has now been sentenced. Stephen Brandenburg will serve 3 years in prison on 2 counts of attempted tampering with consumer products. Brandenburg was arrested back in December as part of an investigation into how vials of the Moderna vaccine were left out of a refrigerator for hours. According to court filings, Brandenburg believed that vaccine, the Moderna vaccine, was not safe and altered people's DNA. There is no scientific evidence to support that claim. Attention business owners in and around Rhinelander looking to do some networking. The Chamber is hosting an event on the 3rd Wednesday of every month. It's called Business After 5. It runs from 5 to 7 those days. It's hosted by a different Chamber member business each month. Their next event is June 16th. The Pines Event Center. Briar House will also be co-hosting that event. Anyone interested can contact the Rhinelander Area Chamber of Commerce. As the weather gets warmer, many folks looking for excuses to spend more time outside. But for one Northwoods couple, staying outside during sun or snow is just part of a day's work. We'll explain in a few minutes. But first, Andrew's in with your full forecast, including how much longer these steamy temperatures will stick around. That's next on Newswatch 12 at 5.
Rhinelander Brewery has teamed up with Minhas Distillery to offer hand sanitizer. Now available in our retail shop. Growler fills and packaged beer are still available. Now open Monday through Saturday.
The 2021 Bear Cupboard Run is June 26th. Half marathon, 5K run walk, and kids cubby run. Please register online. Visit bearcupboardrun.org for more information.
These days, news seems to come from all directions, and it can be overwhelming. Simplify your intake by watching news from where you live. WJFW NBC Newswatch 12. We deliver critical local and national news, sports highlights, and weather updates. Watch us daily on Channel 12. Visit us at WJFW.com or like us on Facebook. We are NBC Newswatch 12.
Carpet City.
Come to Carpet City Flooring Center and get the toughest waterproof floors in the industry, where they're in stock and on sale. Rigid Maximum XL is 50% thicker and 30% longer, resulting in maximum durability, which is perfect for active families and pets. Not to mention, it's easy to install. Come to Carpet City Flooring Center to get your Rigid Maximum XL waterproof floors today.
Carpet City. Our prices will floor you.
How to bring generations together. Start by splashing together. Maybe go on a ride together. See stuff together. Or do something different altogether. Spend the day together. Spend the whole week together. Call it a get-together. Put this thing, those things, and that thing together. Hey, this vacation is really coming together. You know what they say, a family that plays together. Well, you could put 2 and 2 together. Wisconsin Dells, come together. Go to wisdells.com and start planning your trip to the water park capital of the world today.
From June 11th through the 20th, double your unlimited high-speed data for free. Plus, save $400 on Google Pixel 5 when you trade in your current smartphone. Restrictions apply. Visit cellcom.com/summer for details.
Now's the time to get a Ford built for you by you. Pick your color, your wheels, and other available features specifically designed for your Ford. Want an F-150 with a 12-inch touchscreen, 400 horsepower in an Explorer, or a moonroof? You've got it. And now an additional $1,000 bonus cash on top of all public offers. See your dealer for a Ford built for you, by you. Build and order your select Ford today and get $1,000 bonus cash in addition to all public offers.
Cumulonimbus clouds. Cumulo meaning heaped, nimbus meaning a rainstorm. That's what we're seeing outside. Cumulus nimbus clouds coming through the area, and that is going to be seen outside here with satellite and radar showing thunderstorms. Lightning reported in the north woods. We could be dealing with this for the next couple of hours. Now let's turn it on over to looking at live radar. We are seeing those showers work their way into the area. Some thunderstorms to the northeast of Rhinelander and then off to the west. These will be making their way towards the south before they dissipate for the rest of the evening. So looking towards central Wisconsin, I think we will be staying more on the dry side. A couple trickles of sprinkles could be working their way through, but I think most significant thunderstorms will be north of Wausau tonight. So looking hour by hour at 6:30, we will be having the most significant thunderstorms this afternoon. That's going to be off towards Forest County in northeastern Wisconsin, creeping into the UP as well. You'll notice those temperatures starting to scale on back from the 90s and the 80s, and then getting into the overnight period, quickly drying on out. We will be taking mostly cloudy skies as we head into overnight, and then those temperatures will be dropping on down to the mid-60s once again. Pretty similar to the last several nights, maybe a smidge cooler with a temperature reading a couple degrees cooler, and then getting into your Wednesday, we will be having those highs right back up into the upper 80s, low 90s. We'll wait on for the afternoon to evening period to have a couple chances at a couple isolated thunderstorms, but I think tomorrow and Thursday will trend more on the dry side. So now looking into early Thursday morning, we're going to be hitting those lows in the mid-60s early on in the day. So generally those overnight lows getting a degree or two cooler for the next couple of nights. Now let's look at those rain chances for the rest of the week. We'll be having slim rain chances Wednesday and Thursday. Friday will be our best chance for rain for the rest of the week, and that will be Friday late into the afternoon, overnight into Saturday, and then those will be drying on out, and then we're dry for the rest of the weekend for the most part, with a slight rain chance to end Sunday night. Now looking at those future temperatures we have on the way, we are not going to be cooling off anytime soon. That will wait until the weekend, so we'll stick with those upper 80s, low 90s for the next several days, and then getting into the weekend, we'll be into the upper 70s, low 80s, so cooling off. Still pretty warm out there altogether. Now looking at those high temperatures today, lots of us in the 90s. We did have record-breaking heat today, and looking at some of those record breakers, we had Rhinelander breaking a record of 92 with 94 today, and in Wausau 93 was beat out by that 95 of today. Both of those set back in 2011. So looking at those temperatures currently, we are cooling off just a little bit there, departing from those daytime highs just a couple of degrees, but it will be a while until we cool on off to the 60s tonight, and we'll be having those slight thunderstorm chances as we head into the overnight period, drying out mostly though with mostly cloudy skies. We could have a little bit of fog developing too, and then on Wednesday we'll stay mostly on the dry side, seeing that sun in the day. We'll wait until the afternoon to evening for a few isolated thunderstorms. High temperatures will make it up to the upper 80s. And now looking at your Northwoods Furniture and Mattress 7-day forecast, we'll have a slight rain and thunderstorm chance for the next couple of days, ending the weekend dry on Sunday, and then dry for the next couple of days to start out the work week. Justin?
All right, thanks, Andrew. The daily number of new confirmed COVID-19 cases in Wisconsin has fallen by about 80% over just the last 2 months. Today, the State Department of Health Services reports 181 new cases. That raises our 7-day rolling average slightly to 151. However, daily death numbers have actually been holding fairly steady over the last couple months. Today, DHS reports 8 new deaths statewide. We're averaging 3 per day over the last week. Meanwhile, DHS reports about 43.2% of all people in Wisconsin have now completed their COVID-19 vaccination, though it varies quite a bit by county. Taylor and Clark County have the lowest rates in the state, about 25% completely vaccinated. Door and Dane County have the highest rates with almost 60% completely vaccinated. As Wisconsin's COVID-19 numbers continue to drop, DHS announced today they are relaunching their You Stop the Spread campaign, this time focusing on vaccinations, trying to get the state closer to that 80% threshold. Newswatch 12's Megan Mamlock has details.
The relaunch campaign, which will use tools such as social media to debunk myths and encourage people that are still on the fence about the vaccine to get the shot.
We'll be using all forms of media, print media, radio, TV. We'll be using advertising on public transit.
There are still county and racial disparities in the state, falling between 20 and 60% vaccination rate completion, which with the relaunch hopes to combat.
Targeting weekly newspapers in more rural communities, targeting newspapers that are largely read by some of our racial and ethnic populations. So it will be very widespread.
As more myths and conspiracy theories emerge, they hope other forms of media will help people understand the facts of the vaccine and how it will improve the community's health.
And the campaign will also target a range from education to persuasion to action. So really trying to help answer many of the common questions that we know are emerging.
A third of the 16 to 17-year-old population have completed their first dose of the vaccine, whereas in contrast, only 22% of the 12 to 15-year-olds have completed their first dose of the vaccine. Health officials hope this will begin to increase the number of people that are still on the fence or have not yet received the vaccine.
Throughout the summer, we will want to continue to reach out to parents and encourage them to have their teenage children vaccinated. We know that teenage children are where we're seeing the largest incidence of disease now.
They will also be working on a back-to-school campaign. Reporting from the Northwoods, Megan Mamlock, Newswatch 12.
Well, spring is a busy time for farms, with many often having babies, their animals. One farm in Leona has some untraditional animals for the region. The White Bison Farm has American bison that just recently had calves. They're cute. The couple that owns the farm started in Pennsylvania when they wanted to raise a unique farm animal. They moved to Wisconsin and have since added the usual farm animals as well, chickens, horses, pigs. But they say their bison really aren't too difficult to care for.
The bison are by far the easiest. They just do their thing. They wander around and eat grass and have water, and they're absolutely content to spend their day doing what they do.
Right now, the farm has 16 bison. Owners say their favorite part of owning a farm is just the excuse to be outside.
I would rather clean the horse barn any day than clean my house, simply because I'm stuck inside then. So even when it is 20 below, I will find reasons to go outside and do something because I really like to be outside.
She does indeed. For Jody and her husband have been raising bison on their farm since 2004. A bipartisan report of the January 6th Commission, or of the January 6th incident at the Capitol, reveals some more details about the planning of that attack and some of the breakdowns. We'll take a look at that report and what police should say they knew about the attack ahead of time after the break.
Looking for a relaxing place to gather?
At Slumberland, we have lots and lots of sectionals.
All with the quality, value, and look you want for less.
Plus, get free shipping with no minimum.
Only at Slumberland Furniture.
Maybe your bath is outdated. Maybe it's not as safe as it should be. Hi, I'm Bella Friday, joined by Brian Gottlieb, and today we are talking about the jacuzzi bath remodel system. Now, what is the difference between a tile shower, a fiberglass shower, and the jacuzzi bath remodel shower system?
Right, so a fiberglass shower is often used in new construction, and if you have a fiberglass shower in your home now, it's probably a little spongy and it's impossible to clean. They tend to fade, they tend to crack. A tile shower, while readily available, tile is readily available, the average tile shower has about 600 lineal feet of grout in it, and that means for people a whole lot of scrubbing. The jacuzzi shower system is exactly that. It's a system. It's made by Jacuzzi, and if you've ever interacted with a Jacuzzi brand product, you know they make water feel really good. So not only is it a great feeling shower, but it's one that's super easy to clean.
And what makes the jacuzzi shower system so easy to clean?
So the jacuzzi shower system is infused with something called silver ions, and mold and mildew, they don't like silver ions, so it makes cleaning a whole lot easier. It means no scrubbing for people.
What I love most about my bathroom today is it's easy to clean, it was professionally done, still looks brand new.
Everyone that I know, I tell them how much I love my bathroom now.
And Jacuzzi Bath Remodel has a lot of different designs to choose from. I really love the matte black. What's on trend right now?
Yeah, matte black is a super cool color. I too love it. Some of the things that Jacuzzi makes, I love their, they have these barn door shower doors that are soft closing. That's really on trend. But I also think brushed nickel is real popular. And what we're really seeing is very popular earthy tones, textured walls. I mean, magnificent looking showers and baths. Now, for a limited time, get a free, beautiful Jacuzzi seamless shower door, and you'll make no payments for 12 full months. Turn that old, outdated bath into a new, updated shower. So call now, and we'll include a free Jacuzzi shower door, and you'll make no payments for 12 full months.
At Menards, we've got the tools you need to tackle your outdoor projects. This Brute by Briggs & Stratton 3000 PSI pressure washer is built to handle the toughest grime. Save 11% on all Briggs & Stratton pressure washers and outdoor power. Tidy your lawn with Works power tools. This cordless trimmer easily converts to an edger, so you can keep your yard looking sharp. Save 11% on all Works outdoor power tools now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
When you buy a mattress from Slumberland
and sleep on it for 120 nights,
if you're not happy, we'll make it right.
get this Sealy Memory Foam Queen mattress for just $3.99.
Or come lay on our selection of 8 memory foam mattresses, all for under $1,000.
Wisconsin's state budget is projected to see unprecedented revenue growth, about $4.4 billion above previous estimates by the middle of 2023. The nonpartisan Legislative Fiscal Bureau delivered that revised forecast today. It led to Governor Evers calling for more spending on education, while Republicans urged caution and promised tax cuts. A new bipartisan report on the January 6th insurrection at the Capitol reveals Capitol Police Intelligence Division knew for weeks that Trump supporters were planning not just to gather, but to physically attack the Capitol. And also, the report outlines a series of security lapses, but does not study the former president's role in encouraging the mob. Alice Barr has the latest.
Profound intelligence and security failures. That's what a new bipartisan Senate report blames for allowing the deadly January 6th Capitol siege to get so out of control.
This was like the Super Bowl of domestic terrorism, and there should have been planning ahead.
The report is the most comprehensive yet, detailing how federal intelligence agencies failed to properly warn law enforcement before the attack. A bipartisan team of senators found the Capitol Police Intelligence Division did learn weeks in advance that supporters of former President Trump were discussing how to infiltrate the complex through tunnels and target members of Congress, but failed to pass it up the chain of command to act on the threat.
It was just amazing that intelligence did not get in the right hands here.
One rank-and-file officer is quoted in the report saying, "We were ill-prepared. We were not informed with intelligence. We were betrayed." Officer Brian Sicknick died after trying to fight off the violent mob. To prevent a similar disaster, the senators recommend empowering Capitol Police to directly request National Guard support, improving police training and equipment, and streamlining intelligence. The report did not examine former President Trump's role in motivating the rioters, which one officer who spoke to NBC News in his personal capacity said was clear.
They can continue to say, we are here because our President Trump sent us here, and we won't listen to nobody else but him.
Democratic lawmakers argue the Senate report only strengthens the case for a sweeping 9/11-style commission that Republicans previously blocked.
Are you worried about going away to college this fall? What if you could get the same college experience closer to home? From the moment you step onto our campus to begin your bachelor's degree, we'll be there for you, supporting your dreams and saving you money. With NTC's new liberal arts transfer degree, you can start here and go anywhere, including a guaranteed transfer to UW-Madison. North Central Technical College. We're ready when you are.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
Play your way. Dine your way. Stay your way. Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg. Win your way.
Here's the newest spin on Wisconsin Lottery scratch games. It's Gold Rush. The $5 number match game offers over 52,000 prizes that triple. That's over $1.9 million in tripled prizes and top prizes of $60,000. Instant scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. Odds are you'll like them.
Well, well, well. Look at you. You mastered the master bath. You created your own style. And you, yes you, turned a sourdough starter into a sourdough finisher. So when you learn your chronic dry eye is actually caused by reduced tear production due to inflammation, you take it on by talking to your eye care professional about Restasis, which may help you make more of your own tears with continued use twice a day, every day. Restasis helps increase your eye's natural ability to produce tears, which may be reduced by inflammation due to chronic dry eye. Restasis did not increase tear production in patients using anti-inflammatory eye drops or tear duct plugs. To help avoid eye injury and contamination, do not touch the bottle tip to your eye or other surfaces. Wait 15 minutes after use before inserting contact lenses. The most common side effect is a temporary burning sensation. Ask your eye care professional about Restasis. Now to trick out these lights. Visit Restasis.com to learn more.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
Welcome back. We're seeing those thunderstorms now becoming more well-developed across the North Woods. Again, I think these will stay towards the North Woods, less so towards central Wisconsin. There is a severe thunderstorm warning in effect right now on the border of Vilas and Forest counties. That'll be in effect for about another 15-20 minutes or so. There is hail being reported there right now and heavy rain. And we also do have a flood advisory that's going to be just to the west of Lac du Flambeau. So heavy rain there as well being reported. And as we just said a couple of seconds ago, there is hail being reported right now in that thunderstorm warning that's on the border of Vilas County and Forest counties that could be coming on down for the next couple hours here as these storms dissipate as they head to the south. I don't think they'll be reaching so much of central Wisconsin. The worst of it will be here in the North Woods. And now looking at your 7-day forecast one more time here, we will have that opportunity for a few more chances of thunderstorms and showers to end the week, and then we'll dry on out Sunday. And then Justin, we are also cooling on down with that high on Monday of only 77 degrees.
Only 77 degrees. Right. At least it'll be a bit cooler, though. All right, thank you, Andrew. Thank you for joining us on News Watch 12 at 5. NBC Nightly News is next, but Andrew will be keeping an eye on those storms. We'll have more for you coming up tonight on News Watch 12 at 6. We'll see you then.